Don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. It's Thursday, 17th of December. Start of a new week number 3. It's cold. What temperature? It says 6, but it feels a lot colder than that. It's one of those crisp mornings, but you can tell just how cold it is because the screen here looks all kind of cloudy and misty, which is a testament to condensation and all the rest of it. And also I'm steaming up. The windows are steaming up. I'll have to wait. The sun is very low in the sky this morning, so it's one of those kind of mornings where you're blinded because you can't really see where you're going. Turn a corner and it's like, ugh, like that. Let's go the opposite direction. There we go. So yes, that means the sun's directly behind me now rather than in front. Never mind. Anyway, just a quick one. Thursday morning, going shopping. Last kind of shopping day with Mum before Christmas, because this time next week they'll already be with us. So this is kind of like last ditch chance to get anything dry good wise before we move on to just getting the fresh stuff. So I'm hoping today's not going to be a long shopping day. It shouldn't be, but I've got things on my shopping list that I can't get from the smaller stores, so we're going to have to go to one of the big ones, which is going to be a bit of a bind. So I've been looking at my 2020 Mission Inspiration art journal, the half circle one, in readiness for doing a flip through and also a flip through of my 2020 mid-month mini mission art tag journal. I want to do a flip through video showing all the different pages and talk through what I did and why I did, if I can remember going back that far, for ones earlier in the year. But I've realised that I've only done one for October in the main circle journal, which is the Halloween version one. That one, remember that one? With the voodoo doll. Because that was version 2. Because for October, I always do, or we always do, a Halloween version and a non-Halloween version for those people that don't celebrate. And I've realised that I didn't do version 1. And there's a blank page waiting for it. So I think what I'm going to do is I spend an hour or so this morning and create one just to complete the full year before I film the flick through of this one. And I've also been thinking about what to do for 2021. Now, those of you that have followed me for a while will know that I kind of enjoy doing art journal pages in odd shaped art journals. And I've done circle, and I've done half circle, I've done long thin ones, and I've done like ordinary shaped 8x8 ones, and I've done like just same kind of rectangular shaped ones, square ones. I've done ones in black journals and white journals and all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of a nice surprise to find a different shape and a different style journal in a book I've had for quite some time and just forgotten all about. The book I'm referring to is this one. It's the Altered Book Collage book, if you like, by Barbara Matheson, or Matheson. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Not that Barbara will probably be watching this video. And in this book, it's all about altering books. Now, I've had this for a while, a couple of years. And of course, I'd flicked through it and read some of it and then put it away, and then never actually got all the way through to the end of the book. Never actually read all the way through to the end of the book. And I kind of picked it back off my bookshelf the other day. And as I was flicking through it, I discovered something. I'll turn over to my overhead camera and I'll show you what I discovered. Okay, so you can probably see better. That's the author, Barbara Matheson. So, and it's published by Sterling Publishing Co. Inc. of New York. So, and if you want the ISBN number, there you go. I'll just hold that there so you can write it down or do a search for it if you're interested in this one. So, yeah, what I came across was this. The Beaded Triangle book. And there's a couple of examples of pages and stuff here that obviously I'm not going to bead because beading's just not me. That's a bit too girly for me. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just not for me. If anything, I would kind of more steampunk the front cover, and I'll come on to the front cover in a moment. So Barbara's done this triangle book, and I'm not really sure, I haven't read through it 100% yet. I don't know whether it's stitched or what just yet, but she's done different pages in it. And I like the idea of a triangle book, but being slightly different, when you open these pages up, they're diamond shaped. So they're wider than they're taller. What I like the idea of is doing a square triangle, maybe 7 inches by 7 inches. Let me see if I can demonstrate with a piece of paper. What's this? This is an old piece of Tim Holtz. So let's just have a... How wide is it? Is it 7 inches? Or 7.5 inches? I think 8's going to be too much. Let's just do, just for ease, 7 inches by 7 inches. Sounds like a good size, doesn't it? So 7 inches by 7 inches. There we go. None of that paper will go to waste. And then I'm going to score that down the middle. So theoretically, when you fold that, now that the score's right the way down the middle, it should form, see, it should have, if I cut it properly. Let's just persuade it to go right. There we go. With a little bit of brute strength. Right, let's get that trimmer out of the way. So it'll be that shape, but when you open it up, it'll be square. So you could work on it like that if you wanted, or work on it that way for a bit of difference. And I kind of like that idea. So I think what I'm going to do for 2021, my Mission Inspiration journal is going to be triangular. But when you open it, I'll probably do one of the pages that way or that way, so that you alternate and play with the journal that way. But of course, it also means that you could play with folding the pages in if you wanted to in the journal. So I've got to try and create some covers now of that size to be able to do it. So going through my stash, I found this piece of grey mount board, which is going to be perfect because I'm going to be able to get 2 covers out of that mount board. So how good is that? But that's the plan for 2021. So I'm going to be doing a triangle book. I suppose I could do it that way. Haven't decided how I'm going to fix it yet, whether I'm going to stitch it, whether I'm going to do a lay flat by gluing all the spines together of the pages. Don't know yet, have to give it a little bit more thought. But as I was going through the book, or this book from Barbara, I also found this. Faux rusted metal cover. And she's done a journal here that looks all rusty. Me likey that. And that would be very, very easy to do. So all I would need to do is just to pop out some cogs and shapes, stick them all down, and then rust the life out of it. And that could be the basis for my 2021 Mission Inspiration Art Journal. So I'm probably going to play with that over the Christmas and New Year period. But before I do any of that, he says, I'll just pop that back in there, and on Barbara's beaded triangle book. But before I do any of that, I've got the autumn art journal page to do for October version 1 before I do anything else. So that's going to be my plan for the rest of the afternoon. Before I crack on and do that autumn page, just want to quickly say, if you guys want to create your create an art journal similar shape as mine, then it will be a 7-inch one. So I will work on 7 inches. So the pages that I cut to go into the journal were all going to be mixed media cardstock, and because I've got this, which is a De La Rowney mixed media pad, the weight of the paper on these ones are 650 GSM or £169. I don't know whether you can see that. There you go, that better. Trying to get it in shot. These pages are 11.7 inches by 8.3 inches, or 297 by 210, which is A4 in Euro size, which will be perfect for cutting 7x7s out of and then folding them to create the pages for the art journal. So that's probably what I'm going to do. If I get chance over the Christmas and New Year period, I'll probably sit and create that journal, and hopefully I might be able to persuade Mum to come upstairs with me and sit with me while I create the journal, and then work out how I'm going to do the spine and the cover, whether I do a fabric cover or whether I don't know, haven't decided yet. But if you want to join in with me, if you want to do the same kind of art journal that I'm going to be doing, I know a lot of you have already bought the tags for the mid-month mini, which have sold out at the moment, but I will be getting some more in. I bought 30 sets of these and they've just gone like that. But unfortunately, the people that cut the MDF and the acrylic for me have closed for Christmas. But I'm not sure whether they're also in tier 3 or 4, which basically means that if they are in tier 4, it means they've got to shut anyway, because it's a non-essential service. So I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to get them back in again. I'm hoping to get them back in again in time for just after the new year, so that I can get them all back on the website again, so you can get them all before January the 16th, which is when we're going to be using them the 1st January. You can see the reflection of my phone, look, that I'm using. It's like a double reflection. Yeah, so January the 16th is when we're going to be using this art journal, the tag journal, for the first time. So I'm hoping to get them all out and posted and across all over the world in time and in readiness for you to be able to do that. So fingers crossed that the COVID crisis, this new strain of the COVID virus, isn't quite as bad as what they think, which they're saying now that it originated sometime in September in Brazil, where it was first recorded. You know, not here in the UK, it was Brazil where it was first recorded. So hopefully we'll all be out of these big tier restrictions after the new year, and things may start getting back to normal again. Who knows? I was going to say I haven't got a crystal ball, but that'd be a lie, because I do. It just doesn't work for me. Sorry, I just had to show you. Yes, I do have a crystal ball.
There we go. The piggies have just had some carrot. I couldn't film and give them carrot at the same time. I tried and they nearly ate the phone. Did you get your carrot, mister? Get your carrot alright, mister? Bentley, come away. Come on. Last time you kissed them you got diarrhea and sickness. Poor piggies. Oh, he's a big lad. It's a little goat I like. He's really sweet, but he's frightened. I'll have to bring him some carrots or something tomorrow.
So it's Monday, the 21st. It's the winter solstice. Happy Yule, everybody. And as you can see, Mr. Bentley is working really, really hard, helping his daddy with the last bit of decorating before Christmas. So we're doing one of the en-suites.
That sounds awful, doesn't it?
What?
We're doing one of the en-suite.
Well, we have got more than one.
Yes, we have.
Not wishing to boast or brag or anything, but you know.
But at Christmas we could all sit down together, literally.
So yes, so this is the what's it called? Denim blue, stonewash blue.
I think it's denim blue.
Anyway, so this is the colour that is going in the back bedroom, which used to be the yellow one, but I started to do yellow and then decided that I didn't like the yellow. So it's been painted over and we're doing this lovely stonewashed kind of blue colour.
See what it is called, hang on.
I think it won't say on the side, will it?
It will.
Because it was a...
Oh, it was, I'm sorry, I apologise.
It was a custom mix, wasn't it?
I think it's denim blue.
It is, it's stone something blue. It's like I'm sure it said stone washed or something like that. But anyway.
So I painted the outside and it's all your turn.
My turn, is it?
Deep joy.
Turn that heating up. I've had a bit of a frost overnight. That's indicators, that's what I want. It's Tuesday, 22nd of December, and since our glorious Prime Minister announced the Tier 4 lockdown in the London area, it's kind of sent the rest of the country in a panic buying mode. Apologise for the angle of the screen again, but the camera mount is still broken and my new one hasn't arrived yet. Post has kind of ground to a halt, which is a bit strange considering. Yeah, and everything just seems to have got really weird over the last couple of days. So I'm going down to the supermarket today to see if I can just try and get a few bits and pieces in before Mum and Dad arrive tomorrow. And I'm just going down to see and test the ground to see what people are like in the supermarkets and see whether or not they're panic buying, because we're being told, because of the Tier 4 lockdown on the south coast, which down towards London, which means that shipments and lorries and stuff coming in from France and the continent are being held up. They're panic buying because they think there's going to be a shortage. Anyway, even though there's no hold-ups now, all the lorries and stuff are moving and getting through the tunnel and on the ferries and all the rest of it, which happened pretty much straight away. So, you know, people are just panicking for the sake of panicking because I think they enjoy it, to be honest. But hey ho. Anyway, so it's now 10:10, so I'm off. I've done all of my post this morning. I've got that done as well, and Ian's just finishing off the last coat of coloured paint in the ensuite. So hopefully we'll be ready when Mum comes tomorrow. Well, it's now, don't know what time it is now. How long have I been in there? Hang on. 10 to 11. Hang on. I'm fan. It's 10:50. That wasn't too bad. It was busy, but people aren't panic buying. People are just buying normally. Well, as normally as they can for Christmas. There's no shortages. Everything's on the shelf. The only thing I couldn't get, strangely enough, was just radishes. But everything else I was able to get. Not radishes, sorry, celery. I didn't see any celery. But that's not too much of a hardship because we buy that every year. And only a couple of stalks get eaten anyway, so... But yeah, so not too bad, not too busy, and if I'm totally honest, not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. I was expecting it to be somewhere in the £80 range, but it wasn't. I got change out of 50, which, you know, every little helps. So I've got back home to find Ian has finished the second coat. So that's where the medicine cabinet goes and pictures and that kind of stuff, and the towel rails. So the artificial light's really, really difficult to kind of get the right colour. But it's, yeah, that's probably as near there as you're probably going to get it, I think. Then of course it changes again, goes all different and focus is wrong, so, but there you go. So kind of denim blue. Okay, so hello. Cabinet's gone up, first picture's gone up, towel rails are back up, we're getting back to normal. I I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.